Hit it, Phil.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Can it be the breeze that fills the trees with rare and magic perfume? Oh, no, it isn't the breeze. It's Jackson time. La-da-da-da.
Stay tuned.
Right after this episode.
For our discussion.
This is Hollywood Palace rerun number 37 HP 68, air date 9/14/68. Host Jack Benny, original show number 3 HP 68. This is
of the entertainment world, the Hollywood Palace. With your host, Jack Benny. Tonight, Rich and Peter Allen, Sammy Davis Jr., Liza Minnelli, the Rudenko Brothers, the Jewelers and the Hollywood Palace Orchestra. This portion brought to you by Polident Powder. People believe in Polident for cleaner-looking dentures and fresher-tasting breath. Polident Powder. And by Scope, the mouthwash that's so powerful first thing in the morning, and your breath feels fresher for hours. We'll return to the Hollywood Palace after this word from one of our sponsors.
Oh, honey, you've got bad breath.
Telling someone they've got bad breath is risky. And very unrewarding.
You got bad breath.
That's why Scope Mouthwash created Bad Breath Anonymous. Just send in a name and Bad Breath Anonymous will tell them. We'll include a 10-cent coupon for Scope. Scope will make their breath feel fresher for hours. Let Bad Breath Anonymous take the risk.
All over America, people are cleaning dirt that's never been cleaned before. They've discovered a floor cleaner that's strong enough. Heavy-duty top job, stronger than all other leading liquids. Watch it out clean a well-known white liquid on this test kitchen floor. See, top job's much stronger. So strong, it cleans dirt that's never been cleaned before. Try heavy-duty top job with ammonia.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here is your host, Jack Benny!
Thank you very, very much, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my show. Now, I'd like to say that I'm glad to be back at the Hollywood Palace, and because tonight, particularly tonight, I am celebrating my 50th year in show business. Now, what I just said is a big lie. Because this is not my 50th year in show business. But I knew if I said it, I would get tremendous applause. And an entertainer needs that added feeling of security. That's the way I feel. I found out that no matter how successful you are, that money alone doesn't mean a thing. Anyway, as I said before, I'm so glad to be back at the Hollywood Palace because since I played here last, I played a lot of state fairs around the country. You know, those country fairs like Topeka, Kansas, Mitchell, South Dakota, Buffalo, Wyoming. And it's so nice to be playing here in a theater where in the middle of your act, a Brahma bull doesn't walk across the stage. In Mitchell, South Dakota, the bull not only walked across the stage, but came back for a bow. and he stayed on a little too long. Now, I don't mind sharing laughs with a bull, but how can you top that? Ridiculous. Now, getting back to our show tonight, we have some great artists. Liza Minnelli, Chris and Peter Allen, Sammy Davis Jr. You know, I watched Sammy Davis in Las Vegas the other night. I watched the show, and I absolutely looked at him in awe, because he is, in my opinion, which I respect, he is probably the greatest all-around entertainer we have in America today. I really do. In fact, he has so much talent that if we weren't of the same faith, I'd hate him. I haven't seen him since our holidays. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to get on with the show, I want to introduce one of the finest juggling acts that we have in show business. They are fast, clever, and exciting. The Rudenko Brothers.
Beautiful. Great. Come on, folks, give me a break, will you? Nothing. Oh, that's nothing. Good evening. How are you? Would you like to watch this? A handkerchief and a ball. Oh, he's not doing too much right now. You know, Mandrick, the great magician, he taught me how to do this. He said it would go over great. I know you're overwhelmed, right? But that's not the end of the trick. Now, with one magic word, I'll make the whole thing disappear, right? Ready? That's it. Ready? Beautiful. All right, make it look good. And up, down, up, round. Good, beautiful. Hold it up. And I are awfully privileged to introduce for the first time on the Hollywood Palace the blindfolded leapfrog. We certainly hope that you will enjoy it. Thank you. All right.
You know, before introducing the next artist, I would like to tell one joke. Now, as a rule, I never tell jokes. You know, I just ramble along and talk, you know, the way I'm talking this evening. But once in a while, I hear a joke that you might enjoy that's brand new, and I think you'll like this one. This is about a panhandler. You know what a panhandler is. A panhandler who was arrested for being drunk. on the street, you see. So they brought him into court in front of a judge, and the judge fined him and sent him back home. And the next day, this panhandler got drunk again, the same panhandler. So they brought him in front of the same judge. The judge admonished him, fined him, and sent him back again. And this happened 5 days in a row. This panhandler kept getting drunk, and finally the judge couldn't stand it any longer, you see. So he said to this panhandler, he said, look, aren't you ashamed to be seen in this courtroom so often?
Ladies and gentlemen,
this panhandler...
Ladies and gentlemen, you know, you were such a wonderful audience during our act. Well, with all your applause and everything, we got so excited, we just forgot to do our encore. Don't worry. Right, don't worry. Right. For this next trick, we need a volunteer from the audience. Oh, I assure you that anybody will do. Let's see. You, sir, right over there. Oh, he doesn't want to do it. You, sir, right there. You, sir. No, he doesn't want to do it.
What about him?
I think he'll do just fine. Right? Let's just see. Perfect. Just right.
Just right, sir.
Looks just right. Would you please, just look straight. No, just turn a little bit. A little, that's good, fine. That's perfect. No.
No, sir. No, you have to look straight
Yes.
that way.
You have to just look straight
That's
ahead.
right.
Oh, good, that's fine. Just stand there. Good.
One.
So this panhandler, he said, why should I be? He said, this is a respectable place. That's the end of the joke. Naturally, it goes over bigger, you know, when people don't come in the middle of it. But they were probably nervous or something. I don't know. Might have been. Anyway, I'll be back right after a word from the sponsor.
I wear dentures, but I smoke cigarettes all day. Who needs tobacco stains on dentures? I use Polident powder. It's quick, so I just don't fool around with other brands anymore.
I wear dentures, but I have to meet so many people, I can't afford denture odor. I've tried almost everything, but nothing works for me like Polident.
Okay, good night, everybody. I wear dentures, but I drink lots of tea. And tea discolors my dentures. No matter what I try to remove the stains, I like Polident best. And I get so much more for my money.
People keep coming back to Polident because no tablet, powder, or paste gives them the cleaning satisfaction of Polident. No wonder dentists surveyed recommend Polident over all other leading brands combined. No wonder denture wearers keep coming back to Polident.
Ladies and gentlemen, the young lady I'm about to introduce, I've known since she was born. Years have gone by, she's all grown up, married, and a big star. And it's all very gratifying to me because I just love to watch other people get older. I don't, I just watch. Ladies and gentlemen, this talented girl who's now starring in her first motion picture, Charlie Bubbles, Miss Liza Minnelli.
How the world can change. It can change like that due to one little word, married. See a palace rise from a two-room flat due to one little word, married. And the old despair that was often there suddenly ceases to be. For you wake one day, look around and say, somebody wonderful married me. Sit down, kids, and I'll tell you why, kids. You might not understand, kids, but give it a try, kids. Now, how should I put this? I've got something to say. Your father is staying, but I'm going away. Oh, no, we're not angry. It's hard to say why. Your daddy and I, kids, we just don't see eye to eye. I know you don't want this. Well, neither do we. But sometimes things happen that we can't foresee. Now don't look so sad, kids, and try to be calm. Just because I am leaving, I will still be your mom. Just remember I love you. And though I'm not here, you just call if you need me. And I will always be near. Say your prayers before you go to bed. Make sure you get yourself to school on time. I know you're gonna do the things your daddy asks. He's gonna need you both, so stay in line. Keep in mind your father's gonna need your help a lot more than he did before. No more fights over little things, 'cause I won't be there to stop you anymore. Well, I have to go now. Come on, kiss me goodbye. My eyes are just red, kids. You know I'm too big to cry. Just remember I love you. And though I'm not here, you just call if you want me. And I will always be near. Just remember I love you. Just remember I love you. Just remember I love you.
you were just wonderful.
Thank you, Mr. Benny.
You know, Liza, it seems like only yesterday you were just a little tot, see? And your mother brought you over to my radio program. You remember that?
Oh, I certainly do remember that. I started to cry.
Yeah, that's right. You did cry. And I sat you on my knee and told you a little joke and everything.
I remember that.
Yeah. You know, I did the same thing for a little Shirley Temple when she was crying, you see. That was just a few weeks ago in San Francisco. Incidentally, I want to tell you how happy I am about your marriage. How long have you been married now?
It's almost 10 months now.
10 months, huh? Well, by the way, Liza, Peter Allen, your husband, is on the show tonight,
Yes,
isn't
that's right. Peter's on with his brother, Chris.
Huh?
You know, Peter and I were talking about you before the show, Jack. We hope that our marriage is as wonderful as yours is. I mean, you've been married to Mary for such a long time. It's terrific.
Yes, we have been. We've been, Mary and I, we've been married, oh, Mary Bird and I, we've been married. No, really, we have been. We've been married, Mary and I have been married over 40 years. No, really, that's right. Thank you. That's right, we've been married over 40 years.
Gosh, how do you do it?
Do what? If they let us, we'll be right back after this commercial.
Hair coloring isn't all it's cracked up to be. Sometimes you lay an egg. Some colorings make your hair uneven. Others cover the gray. No more. But new Technique shampoo in brings all your hair to life. So your gray disappears while your natural color comes out of its shell. And you feel sunny side up because you look like a chick again.
This is a man. He works hard, plays hard, never stops. This is Manpower, the antibacterial deodorant made just for men. Manpower checks odor-causing bacteria on the most active man. Never stops before he does. If you're a man, this is your deodorant. It's as simple as that. Manpower, the antibacterial deodorant for men.
Now, I'd like to introduce two of Australia's most popular young men. And lately, they've become just as popular in the United States. Chris and Peter Allen.
When hearts are passing in the night, in the lonely night, then they must hold each other tight, oh so very tight, and take a chance that in the light, in tomorrow's light, they'll stay together, so much in love. And in the silence of the mist, of the morning mist, when lips are waiting to be kissed, longing to be kissed, where is the reason to resist and deny a kiss that holds a promise of happiness? Though yesterday still surrounds you with a warm and precious memory, but maybe for tomorrow we can build a new dream for you and me. When hearts are passing in the night, rushing in the night, a man and a woman in the lonely night must take a chance that in the light of tomorrow's light they'll stay together, so much in love. This glow we feel is something real. Oh, let's say you'll share. Love can give the heart number, we like to
Wait a minute,
sing
hold
something.
it. Hold it just a minute, fellas. Just hold it a second. You see, you know, I told everybody when I introduced you that you were from Australia, and you start right out, you sing a French number. What's that?
Well, that's right, but for our closing song, we like to sing something in our native Australian slang.
Oh, well, I've been to Australia, so I'll probably get it. You know what I mean, I think.
Okay, well, I was just about to explain to the people the story of the song. Would you like to hear it?
Well, I've got to be here anyway. I might listen to it. Go ahead.
Well, all right. You see, once a jolly swag man camped by a billabong under the shade of a coolabah tree. And down comes a jumbuck and grabs the billabong. And he puts the billabong into the tucker bag. And you see what he's going to do? He's
Wait a minute, hold it. Now look I'll go along with the swag man camping on a bullabong under a coolabah. Now that could happen. But how in the world could a jumbuck, and I don't care how small it is, fit into a tucker bag? Now that's ridiculous.
No, I didn't say that. I said the jumbuck puts the billabong into the tucker bag.
Oh, I thought you said you put the jumbuck in.
Wait a minute. Do you know what a jumbuck really is?
No.
You don't know what a jumbuck is?
No.
Well, how do you know that a jumbuck wouldn't fit in a billabong then?
Right.
Or a tucker bag.
Well, there are some things you don't have to know. You just feel it. You know, I'm not celebrating my 50th year in show business tonight for nothing. Thanks. Now I feel secure again. Go ahead, put your billabong wherever you want to. I don't care.
Once a jolly swagman camped by a billabong under the shade of a coolabah tree. And he sang as he watched and waited till his billy boiled. You'll come a-waltzing, Matilda, with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you'll come a-waltzing, Matilda, with me. And he sang as he watched and waited till his billy boiled. You'll come a-waltzing, Matilda, with me. Down came a squatter mounted on a thoroughbred. Down came the troopers, 1, 2, 3. Oh, where's the jolly jumbuck? Now, if that's it in your tucker bag, well, you'll come a-waltzing, Matilda, with me. Up jumped the swag, jumped the swag to the billabong. You'll never take me alive, said, and his ghost may be heard as you pass by that billabong. You'll come a-waltzing, Matilda, with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you'll come a-waltzing, Matilda, with me, and his ghost may be heard as you pass by that billabong. You'll come a-waltzing, you'll come a-waltzing, Matilda, with me.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to guess which one of these two gentlemen is married to Liza Minnelli. First, I'll put the hand over
Yeah. I'll try it.
Now I forgot which hand she's married to. This is the fella. You guessed it right. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, we'll be back right after the station break with the second half of our our show, starring Sammy Davis Jr. and lots more in the Hollywood Palace.
Stay tuned for lots more in the Hollywood Palace.
You know what sets Bayer aspirin apart from the pain-relieving products that claim to be stronger? Bayer is 100% aspirin, and aspirin is the strongest pain reliever you can buy. That's why Bayer works wonders for just about anything that hurts, from your aching head down to your aching feet. Remember, Bayer is 100% aspirin, and aspirin is the strongest pain reliever you can buy. Bayer works wonders.
Don't worry, Jim. I'll have the talk ready.
What a time to need a laxative. Not that one. That's too harsh. There. Haley's M.O. Gentle, thorough, laxative, and antacid. Clinically tested, clinically proved. I'll try the flavored kind. Tastes okay. Now if it works. Thank goodness for flavored Haley's M.O.
In introducing the next artist, I must almost repeat what I said before. No star that I have ever seen perform has had the versatility and sheer talent of the young man who's about to come on the stage. Sammy Davis Jr.
1, 2, 3.
Whoa, if I could talk to the animals, just imagine it chatting with a chimpanzee. Imagine talking to a tiger, chatting with a cheetah. What a neat achievement it would be if we could talk to the animals and learn their languages, maybe take an animal degree. I'd study elephant and eagle, buffalo and beagle, alligator, guinea pig and flea. I would converse in polar bear and python. I would curse in fluent kangaroo. If someone asked me, can you speak rhinoceros? I'd say, of course-orus. Can't you? With our furry friends and an animal, think of the amazing repartee. If I could walk with the animals and talk to the animals, grunt, squeak, squawk with the animals, and Lord, they could talk to me. I learned to speak in antelope and turtle. My Pekingese would be extremely good. If someone asked me, can you sing in hippopotamus? I'd say, why not a mus? And I would. Whoa. Stop and think a bit, just a little bit. I could win a place in history. If I could walk with the animals, talk to the animals, grunt, squeak, squawk with the animals, and they could squeak and squawk. They could speak and talk to me. They could talk to me. Yeah, 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 yeah. The animals and me. Can't you see me with them? Just walking like friends. And hearing them say, sock it to me, sock it to me, sock it to me, baby. Sock it to me, sock it to me, sock it to me, baby. Yeah. just say how very pleased I am to be appearing on the same show with a magnificent star and a dear friend, Mr. Jack Benny. And I asked Mr. Benny if I could do a, well, come on, I feel that way too. He's a very special man. And I asked Mr. Benny if I could do a number on the Palace I had never done before, one that I get a big kick out of doing when we're appearing in theaters and nightclubs. In fact, it's sort of an odd number for me because I don't use my own voice. Thanks to the electronic wonders of the world, I am able to use Robert Preston's voice for this next number. In fact, Mr. Preston created this number. It was written for him for both the Broadway production and the motion picture of Music Man. So with your kind permission, we'd like to do, well, my lips moving, his voice, the pool number from Music Man.
Please, folks, may I have your attention, please? Attention, please. I can deal with the troubled friends with a wave of my hand, this very hand. Please observe me, if you will. I'm Professor Harold Hill, and I'm here to organize a River City Boys band. A pool table, don't you understand? Friend, either you're closing your eyes to a situation you do not wish to acknowledge, or you are not aware of the caliber of disaster indicated by the presence of a pool table in your community. Well, you got trouble, my friend. Right here, I say trouble right here in River City. Why, sure, I'm a billiard player. Certainly mighty proud to say I'm always mighty proud to say it. I consider that the hours I spend with a cue in my hand are golden. Help you cultivate horse sense, and a cool head, and a keen eye. Did you ever take and try to find an ironclad lead for yourself from a three-rail billiard shot? But just as I say, it takes judgment, brains, and maturity to score in a balk-line game. I say that any boob can take and shove a ball in a pocket. And I call that sloth. The first big step on the road to the depths of degradé. I say first, medicinal wine from a teaspoon, then beer from a bottle. And the next thing you know, your son is playing for money in a pinchback suit. And listening to some big out-of-town Jasper, hearing him tell about horse race gambling. Not a wholesome trotting race, no, but a race where they set down right on a horse. Like to see some stuck-up jockey boy sitting on Dan Patch? Make your blood boil? Well, I should say. Now, friends, let me tell you what I mean. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pockets in a table. Pockets that mark the difference between a gentleman and a bum with a capital B, and that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool. And all week long, your River City youth will be frittering away. I say your young men will be frittering. Frittering away their noontime, supper time, chore time, too. Get the ball in the pocket. Never mind getting dandelions pulled or the screen door patched or the beefsteak pounded. Never mind pumping any water till your parents are caught with the cistern empty on a Saturday night, and that's trouble. Yes, you got lots and lots of trouble. I'm thinking of the kids in the knickerbocker, shirt-tail young ones, peeking in the pool hall window after school. You got trouble. Folks right here in River City. Trouble with a capital T, and that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool. Now, I know all you folks are the right kind of parents. I'm going to be perfectly frank. Would you like to know what kind of conversation goes on while they're loafing around that hall? They'll be trying out Bevo, trying out Q-Babs, trying out tailor-mades like cigarette beans, and bragging all about how they're going to cover up a telltale breath with Sen-Sen one fine night. They leave the pool hall, heading for the dance at the Armory, libertine men and scarlet women, and ragtime, shameless music that'll grab your son, your daughter, with the arms of a jungle, animal instinct, mass hysteria. Friends, the idle brain is the devil's playground. Trouble. Oh, they got trouble. Right here in River City. Right here in River City. Where the capital T, and that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool. That stands for pool. We've surely got trouble. We surely got trouble. Right here in River City. Right here. Got to figure out a way to keep the young ones moral after school. Our children, gonna have trouble. Mothers of River City, heed that warning before it's too late. Watch for the telltale signs of corruption. The minute your son leaves the house, does he rebuckle his knickerbockers below the knee? Is there a nicotine stain on his index finger? A dime novel hidden in the corn crib? Is he starting to memorize jokes from Captain Billy's whiz bag? Are certain words creeping into his conversation? Words like swell and so's your old man. Well, if so, my friends, you got trouble. Oh, we got trouble. Right here in River City. Right here in River City. Where the capital T, and that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool. That stands for pool. We've surely got trouble. We surely got trouble. Right here in River City. Right here. Remember the Maine, Plymouth Rock, and the Golden Rule. Our children, gonna have trouble. Oh, we got trouble. We're in terrible, terrible trouble. That game with the 15 numbered balls is a devil's stool. Devil's stool. Oh, yes, we got trouble, trouble, trouble. Oh, yes, we got trouble. Yes, we got big, big trouble. With a T. Gotta rhyme it with P. And that stands for pool.
Sammy, before you leave, I want to ask them, do you remember in 1953 and 54 when you and your father and your uncle did an act on my variety show when I was making personal appearances? You
Well,
remember?
of course, I certainly do. We played San Francisco, Seattle, Portland, Vancouver, a lot of places.
That's right. And Sammy, do you remember what I paid you, your father, and your uncle at that time?
Well, yes, Jack, you gave us $900 a week.
That's right, for the three of you.
That's right.
Now, do you remember that you were so happy with the engagement that you promised me if I ever wanted you again, you see, no matter how many years go by, you'll work for me for the same salary?
Yes, I do, Jack. I promised you that, and I'll keep my word.
Well, that's marvelous. Now, Sammy, I'm doing a special television show which will be taped next month, and I'd like to have you on my show. Now, will you come back and work for me for the same $900?
You didn't have to ask me, Jack. I'll be glad to.
Well, that's great. Just great.
And only one thing, though, Jack. My dad and uncle, they don't work anymore. I work alone. They've retired.
You mean you'll have to come on my show alone for the $900 without your uncle and your father, huh?
Yes.
Well, then let me think about it. I mean, you know, it's a lot of dough for one man. That's about as cheap as I can get, isn't it? Say, Sammy, remember in our show, now this is years ago, when I played Fascinating Rhythm and you danced to it, I played on the violin?
Oh, yes, I do. Say, could we do it again now?
Yeah, wait, I'll get my violin.
Okay, I think, is it over here?
Oh, yeah. Fine, thank you. It's always ready. All right, shall we go?
Let's give it a
Let's hit it. Too loud.
Children made this mess.
Mother, we're doing Colgate's ugly tube test.
What's that?
Disguise a new tube of Colgate and any other leading brand. After 10 days, which one really looks used? Colgate. Give kids a choice. Most kids brush with Colgate.
And compared to the best-known fluoride, Colgate's unsurpassed in reducing new cavities.
And what could be better than a cavity fighter that makes kids want to brush?
Anti-cavity Colgate. That's beautiful.
Real borax in you.
I thought little girls were supposed to be dainty, but Jenny's just as bad as the boys. Thank goodness Fab has real borax to take care of the whole mess. Gets everything fresh and spotless. A clean you really can get close to.
It's a new kind of clean you want to get close to. Oh, Fab, I'm glad they put real borax in you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the producers of the Hollywood Palace are always looking for new talent and send out scouts to various places. Now, I understand that they have an act ready for me to introduce, one you have never seen before. It's a sister act. 3 girls from Barstow, California. And I've never seen them either, but they tell me they're just great. So I would like to present them now for the first time on television. And here they are. I've never seen them, but here they are. Would you give them a chord, please, to bring them? there's a nice-looking quartet. Girls, what's the name of your act? What do you call yourselves?
We're the Smithers sisters.
The Smithers sisters? Doesn't that sound too much like the famous Smothers Brothers?
We know what we're doing.
Well, I'm sure that you do. You over at the end.
Yes, sir.
You look a little like Jackie Gleason around the belt. Now, there's no bluff about this act. You girls are really sisters, huh?
I am. I don't know about the other two.
Well, naturally, I wouldn't expect you to remember everything. Now, tell me, how old are you girls?
We don't like to tell our ages.
Oh, I see. You don't, huh?
No, that's the one thing I'm sensitive about.
Well, you don't have to be. After all, I'm not a bit sensitive about my age. Now, how old would you say that I am? Just guessing, I mean. How old would you say I am?
Oh, I don't know. 37, 38.
Well, must say it's very, very sweet of you, but I'm a little older than that, you know. Guess again.
73.
These girls better be good.
I can get thinner, but you can't get younger.
You have a point there, I must say. Say, you're a quiet little number here. You know, you're not only the cutest, but you're the prettiest one of the three.
Is that good?
Well, it's the best that I'll give you right now.
When are we going to sing My Feet Are Killing Me?
I thought she was sitting down. You'll sing pretty soon. You know, you got a cute figure, too. I'll bet of the three girls, I'll bet you have most of the boyfriends crazy about you, huh?
Well...
I mean, now, how many boyfriends have you got?
Well, I'd rather not say.
Why, are you bashful?
No, I'm married.
Well, I'm not going to get involved in that, you know. Now, girls, you are appearing on the Hollywood Palace tonight, you see, and this could mean an awful lot to you see. But what I was wondering is, and this is important, have you girls had much experience?
We ought to slap your face.
I didn't mean that. What I meant was...
When are we going to sing My Feet Are Killing Me?
We'll sing right now. Let's have your song. What number are you going to do? What song?
Did you ever see A Dream Walking?
Did you ever see A Dream Walking? Well, that's a pretty old song, isn't it?
Well, we ain't exactly on Pablo.
I'll say you're not.
You ain't no Huckleberry Finn yourself. When are we going to sing My...
Right now. Right away. Did you give them their song?
Did you ever see a dream walking? Well, we did. Woo-woo. Did you ever hear a dream talking? Well, we did.
Meadow, talking in the meadow.
Did you ever... Oh, it's so bright, and it's too divine. Yeah, 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 yeah. Did you ever see a dream dancing?
Well, dancing and romancing with the boy that's so intense.
Did you ever see a dream romancing? Well, we did.
Did you ever find heaven right in your
Say it, I love you, I do. That was walking in the dream, that was talking, and the heaven in my arms was you.
Did you ever find heaven right in your arms, saying I love you, I do? Se potesse dolce un bacio ti darei, dolce un bacio ti darei.
Well, the dream that was walking and the dream that was talking and the boys all the talking and the whole team was talking and the heaven in my arms was you.
Well, girls, that was very, very good. You have a lot of talent and great possibilities, you see. In fact, I'm thinking seriously of taking you with me when I work in Las Vegas next.
You are?
Yes.
How much money would we get?
Well, I don't know. I'd have to think about that, you
Well,
see.
we're not fussy about salary.
You're not fussy about salary.
No, we'll work for our 3 meals a day.
Well, I didn't intend to go that high. Anyway, girls, I'll let you know. Don't call me. I'll call you. And I'll let you know. Thank you. The Smithers Center.
The dream that was walking and the dream that was talking and the boys all the talking and the whole team was talking and the heaven in my arms was you.
Such a beautiful house. And it's all ours.
And the bank's.
We can put the sofa there and grandfather clock here.
And this is the den.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Take the easy chair.
Does it come with an ashtray?
Oh, here. Try this.
Thanks. I'd like to try another cigarette, too. Tastes hot.
I know what you mean. Picked these up today.
Long-size cools? Sounds promising.
Come up to the cool taste.
Taste extra coolness in an extra length.
Say, honey, you got those cools?
Right here.
Like them?
Uh-huh.
Come up to the cool taste.
Try new Cool Filter Longs, the only extra-length cigarette with a taste of extra coolness. Cool Filter Longs, Cool Filter Kings. 2 sizes, 1 taste. A cool taste.
That's our show, ladies and gentlemen. I've enjoyed being back at the Hollywood Palace and appearing with Liza Minnelli and Sammy Davis Jr. and all the other fine artists. And I hope to see you again soon.
Well, hello again. This is Buck Benny speaking. We are continuing our Jack Benny summer specials, and this one is a fun one. This is Jack on the Hollywood Palace. It's our second presentation on Hollywood Palace. He did one in '67. He's done this one in '68. I'll glance around and see if there's more. I think he did do more of these. I don't know if they're out there circulating or not, so we'll see. But anyway, this one I really enjoy because this is of the two that he did, the '67 and this one has the bigger performers probably on it, because you have Liza Minnelli and you have Sammy Davis Jr. And we just did one. Now, for you guys, you'll have seen it earlier this summer. This is going to be, I don't know when this thing's airing, probably in August or something. But we're recording these back to back, but it's just the other one was from 1961. So we got to get through all the way to '68 to get to this one. But it was neat seeing Sammy Davis kind of on what he did in '61 versus what he does on this. In this, he's in the whole 1960s sort of suit. He's got that 60s feel to it and the whole thing. My favorite part of the whole thing was Sammy Davis and Jack Benny, Jack on his fiddle and Sammy Davis tap dancing to what Jack was doing. I just thought that was fabulous and something I don't know if exists anywhere else, and it was just really nice to see that piece. But I love Jack's interaction with all these acts. I think he's great. He's a good MC, and he could have done this. You know, he could have done what Ed Sullivan does just fine. But you know, Jack does what Jack wants to do, and he was successful. But I think his career path could have gone all different directions if he wanted it to. So let's go over to John and see his thoughts on this thing.
Yeah, I thought this was great. I think this is one of my favorite things.
Yeah,
it's so fun to see this time period and the style, and it seems like this was the best of everything. I loved Sammy. I always like Sammy Davis Jr. This is maybe one of the best, most fun things. I love that song from Dr. Dolittle, and I thought it was such an interesting, like he always, the kind of entertainer that Sammy Davis is he's always doing something different in something you wouldn't expect.
No,
so to do like lip syncing of the Music Man, who would have ever thought of that and said, hey, that's a good idea, do that. But he nails it, and it's so entertaining and so fun. It's fun to see a young Liza Minnelli, and of course the jokes in between with Jack Benny and Liza Minnelli are funny. But I loved the jokes between Jack Benny and Peter and Chris Allen, especially the waltzing Matilda bit. And I thought that was so funny. It was great altogether. Juggler's always funny. He does this bit that Jack Benny has done a few times before, where he gets interrupted, but it always works. It always works for me. Yeah, and just some of the, I particularly liked seeing Jack Benny be the host, because it's not something he usually does.
Correct.
And you would think, well, how would Jack Benny be a host? It doesn't really fit with the things that he's done before, but this is something that just really works. Like his opening monologue with his 50th year in show business. It's just Jack relaxed and great material, great fun. Loved it.
Well, it's a little bit like his early radio stuff in 32 and things, where it was more of a variety show format. And so it's like a revisiting of that era in some ways. The other piece I wanted to point out, just a side thing on Liza Minnelli that I thought was kind of interesting. So they introduce one of the performers here is her then husband, I believe.
Yeah.
And they were married for, I want to say 6 years or something like that, and got divorced. Her second marriage was to Jack Haley Jr. And so, if I'm right, isn't Jack Haley who performed as the Tin Man in Wizard of Oz? So Dorothy's daughter marries the Tin Man's son? That's interesting. I never knew that. So there you go. That was new to me. So I was like, wow. And it was interesting seeing, because I just saw a list of all their marriages, and I was like, okay, so each one lasted pretty much 6 or 7 years, and then it would be on to the next husband. So just a different style of going through life.
And interesting that she sings a song about divorce in this thing.
Exactly.
With the video aspect of showing, the suburban row houses and all that. I tried to find out if it was from a show, because it sounded like something from like an off-Broadway show, and I hadn't been able to track it down.
It didn't sound like your standard pop song. Yeah.
No. So, but the way this show in that song, and then with Sammy's lip syncing, playing with different media forms.
Yeah.
What kind of fascinating that to as I said, to set that atmospheric suburban house, inner city suburban working class house image in the middle of her song. And then, like I said, Jimmy Fallon has stars on his show lip sync to other people's songs. And so it's like, oh my goodness, 50 years on, we're doing it again. Very strange.
Strange. Well, and it makes you wonder too, because this is such a interesting different bits. It's like, does the performer come up with the bit, or do they go to the performer and say, we're thinking about this for you? It seemed like they're different and yet connected enough with sort of the creative process that goes in those, that it would seem to me like I would be more inclined to think it's one of the producers or somebody that said, who had some creative energy and kind of was saying, oh, how about if you do this, and how about if you do that, and maybe.
And then there are always the other connections. If somebody's trying to promote a show, promote a movie, Dr. Doolittle, people are trying to promote the movies. Sammy singing a song, and yet for all this newness, to have the last act be the Chicken Sisters. Something Jack had been doing on stage since the early 30s.
Yes.
And when you hear us talking about his 50th year in show,
and you can tell.
It's the exact. They're singing. Can you hear?
Did you ever see a Dream Walking?
Ever see a Dream Walking? Which is the song they did in 1931 and 1932. So he did this he'd been doing this on stage for 40 some years.
Right. And it just, unfortunately, is probably the part of the whole show that holds up the worst, or you just wouldn't do it today at all. It's making fun of someone's weight. It's that whole weight shaming thing and body shaming, and it's just now, granted, the way it's done, and she makes a lot of fun of herself, that you can kind of forgive it, but it's still tough. It's of a time.
Yeah.
But Kathy, did you find out were there any reviews of this or anything, or I don't know?
No, by this point, there's stuff. I'm finding fewer reviews. These things are becoming more sort of everyday and not necessarily worthy of variety special comments.
Well, especially Hollywood Palace was kind of a knockoff of Ed Sullivan's show. And so I'm sure they weren't every week doing a variety review of Ed Sullivan's show either. So, yeah.
Well, that was the premiere show, just as
exactly.
You say.
This is the knockoff.
But I did want to mention for anybody why I would want to save this special and show it to my gender in the 1960s class is that the advertisements, the commercials in between, are pretty mean to the women they're advertising to about your bad breath anonymous fan mail club.
Oh, yeah, I love that one. I was just wondering if that actually existed, where you could send in and they would send a letter out to this person with a coupon. What is it, 10-cent coupon? Oh my gosh. I just thought somebody should do that today. Imagine just doing this commercial almost straight on today. And I think it would go viral. And I think it would be, it could be huge. I mean, it'd be, a dicey thing to do, and you could simply say, have in the beginning of it, we're just going to do a commercial. We're looking back and we found this old commercial that we really liked. And so we're just going to do our new version of it. And that way, people hopefully it would not be as harsh as they could be to you on your crazy commercial. But I just love it. And still do the 10-cent coupon they'll send down. Anyway, so
I love the way these, that all these things get packaged together. It's
yes,
great.
and I do love it when they leave the commercials in. It is so much fun to see the commercials of the time, and really makes you feel like you're time traveling back to see this special as it was originally aired. Just a delightful thing, and delightful to see Jack doing this sort of thing. I'm so glad these exist. I'm so glad somebody posted this, and we have a chance to talk about it and bring it to you folks. Anything else on this one that you want to kind of go over? We good? All right. Well, we'll just let you enjoy Jack Benny outside of his sort of native environment, but kind of back into it too, depending on how you look at it, and doing a spectacular job. He could have just done this. I would have loved it if he just did seasons of this kind of interaction with folks and doing kind of the Ed Sullivan thing. And it would have been delightful. But anyway, but at least he did it a couple times, and maybe more. I'll dig up into it. So we'll see you folks next time. Hope you're enjoying our Jack Benny special summer. Thank you so much for John for joining us. Thank you, Kathy. Yeah. These are just delightful, wonderful things to present, and I hope you enjoy them as much as we enjoy presenting them. So without further ado, here's Jack.
This portion of the Hollywood Palace has been brought to you by new Cool Filter Longs and Cool Filter Kings. 2 sizes, 1 taste, the Cool Taste. Taste extra coolness every time you smoke. And by Colgate with Gardol, the anti-cavity toothpaste. Colgate, clinically tested and shown effective in reducing new cavities. This is Dick Tufeld speaking. Don't forget next week at the Hollywood Palace, Kay Ballard, Nikolai Ermakov and his trained dogs, Joey Foreman, Hal Frazier, Lee Hazelwood, the King family, Jerry Quarry, Nancy Sinatra, and your host, Don Adams. This program was a repeat of an earlier telecast.